Alright, my friends, welcome back to another episode. So on this episode, we're going to continue down here at the Deep Death Row. We're going to be looking at another beginner setup. We're going to focus on pistols this time. And then for our crowd control, we're going to be looking at machine guns. So what we have is a beginner setup, the same setup we used in the last video. Volatile implant, behemoth implant, devil's implant, quartermaster, enforcer, runner, neurodrive, securelink, catalyst, celerity, adrenostem, and last but not least, the brawler. So those are the implants that'll get you to level 220. It's pretty cheap setup. Everything here will cost around 120 to 150 million, and that is including the implants, guys. So, and a lot of these implants you can get actually very cheap if you just do the objectives like killing the devil hounds, killing the behemoth, and crafting them yourself. We're going to be running the dusk mesh armor. I have a secondary dusk mesh. We're going to grab a couple repair kits here, just so we have them in case we need them. Alright, so we got some repair kits. I'm not using it, but one thing I want to talk about is the experimental serum. If you use this, this will help you out greatly down here. They're not that much money. And it boosts your EXP it boosts your damage for 15 minutes. So that would help you down here leveling with lower tiered weapons. So let me show how much this is. Alright, so for 30 grand, you can have a 35% damage boost, okay? And then also we have the energy bars, which you're going to need. Those, I will just say, I would just be using those all the time, guys. So the energy bars, and they're also cheap. So energy bars are about the same, 35,000 for either one of these, but they are definitely worth it, guys. And then the weapons we're going to be trying out, we have the double shot, we have the Dusk Enforcer, we have the X-AK-47, the X-Python, the RIA, the QR-22, the Dusk Minigun, and the Dusk AR. Again, we should be level 200. We should be able to unlock the Dusk items. They're 700,000, so they're very cheap. And these other items are just some fillers that you can buy from the marketplace. Everything here is very cheap, though, guys. So we're going to try out these weapons. We're going to go down here. We're going to run from ground zero, and we're going to go up here to the hospital, and we're going to see how they do. So without further ado, guys, let's jump into this. I went ahead and ate 2 of my bars. Actually, you know what? We'll just go ahead and eat 3. Get my boost on there. I do not have ultra boost on, so I removed it. And I just have a 35% speed boost, guys, in this implant setup. So again, I am at the Deep Death Row, the hardest area of the game, with this beginner gear on. I'm also using a G-Seed hip pouch, so all this stuff is very cheap. Let's go ahead and deposit this. As we know, the hardest part is getting out of this funnel. I don't know what else to call it here. The gate. And if you die, that's okay. You're going to die. You're not down here running around with a mag storm, guys. I gotta download an update. Bear with me 1 second, guys. Alright, we are back. And I have to do one more thing. I accidentally was in second on bunker still. Obviously, we need to be in the Deep Death Row, right? So I just wasn't paying attention. Fast travel, ground zero. Now we're good. All right, let's get out of here. Here we go. That would have been interesting if I would have launched into Secrenom and been like, "What in the world?" This got way easier. Alright, guys, so here we go. So we're going to go ahead and bring out our X-AK-47. And the reason I went with the X-AK is because of the knockback. It has a lot of knockback. Which, again, the goal is to survive, not to kill, right? Here's the hard part. If we die, it's okay. It is what it is. Uh-oh. We are critical. See if we can make it out of here alive. Uh-oh, this is not good. Nope, we're dead. We're going to try again. And again, like I said, guys, you're going to die. That's the hardest part. But it's okay because down here in the deep death row, we have a outpost. So we're right there. If you guys don't know about this, check out my video. I am using silver scripts. Very handy. And look, we're already back out there. Let's try again. I don't know what it is, but I have the hardest time finding the inner city button on that. So we tried, we died, and we're right back at it. That was, what, 30 seconds? So again, that is the hardest part. Once we make it through that zone, typically we're okay. That's just how it goes, guys. It is the hardest area of the game, and we don't have any speed boost, really. I mean, besides the candy bar, we're pretty much slow. Alright, here we go. Let's try this again. I'm sure there's an easier path we can take, too. Well, we're back to being serious. I gotta watch my energy up top. I'm down to 50. I need to make sure that I have enough energy because if I run out, I am dead. Again, that's why I always say, man, you guys, we have to focus on speed because speed is what's going to keep you alive. I'm going to walk as much as I can just to regain some of that stamina. And if you notice, I try not to shoot too much because all that does is cause me aggro. This is not good. I feel like there's a boss or something on this level because of the aggro I just walked into. Alright, so we made it to the hospital. So we really want to focus on finding meds right now because of our... Alright, so we're using the double shot right now. So again, guys, these are beginner weapons. I'm not expecting to one-shot these enemies. Actually pretty good, guys. I believe it has 40% armor penetration. You just gotta take your time and go slow. If you get a horde on you, you're probably going to die. You just have to know that. That's okay, we just have to run back. And yes, it is annoying. But again, you're at the southeast zone, right? You're at the deep death row, you're at the hardest area of the game, and you have extremely beginner gear. So I'm just trying to show that you can come down here and loot with beginner gear. It doesn't mean you're gonna come down here and loot easily, it just means you're gonna be able to come down here and you're gonna be able to loot. So I would say the double shot, as you can tell, it is able to do the job. It is able to kill. We're not having too much of an issue. Takes about 3 to 5 shots to kill the enemies. Let's go ahead and switch to the Dusk Enforcer. Again, this is about 700,000 from the Dusk Shop. You have to be level 200. Wish we could find some meds here. And again, you guys could use the serum for a 35% damage boost, which I would greatly recommend. But the Dusk Enforcer's making actually easy work of these guys. Easy work, guys. And you can also use the, what's it called? The buffs from the Supply Officer. That would help you out a lot as well. Nails, we're not going to take those. Dusk Enforcer, though, guys, I would say the Dusk Enforcer is definitely better than the double shot. But again, you have to be level 200, so keep that in mind. But yeah, pretty easy. I could definitely come down here and loot with the double shot, or with the Dusk Enforcer, or the double shot. I would prefer the Dusk Enforcer over the Dawn, or over the double shot. Let's go ahead and switch this out. Let's try out the X Python and the Rhea. Alright, so this is the X Python. No meds. So the X Python is hitting for a lot. 575. With a crit shot, obviously. And the X Python, I believe, is around 7 million. So if you don't have access to the Dusk Shop, X Python would be comparable to the Dusk Enforcer. Look at that, 2 shots, guys, with the X Python. Or, I'm sorry, this is the Rhea. I'm so sorry. We're using the Rhea. Or did it just switch? I don't know what happened. I think one of my key bindings is swapping weapons. Well, this is the Rhea. We'll switch back to X Python in a second. $575. Okay, that's the Rhea. $575. It's got pretty decent fire rate. And it is 7 million as well. I believe it and the X Python were like neck and neck for price. We'll keep using it for a minute just to get a good feel of it. It's 2 to 3 shots though. I mean, it's pretty solid, guys. But as you can see, I'm down here, I'm looting. I'm really not struggling too much. I wish I had some meds, but other than that, we're okay. The hard part is just getting here, guys. But you can do it. I just showed you can do it. So we're going to switch to the X Python. Dang, he blasted him. So again, why does it... Oh, I don't have ammo. Oh, crap. We'll have to fix that. We'll have to snag some ammo up and come back out here. That's why it kept changing. But yes, the Rhea is definitely capable of coming down here and not having too much of an issue, guys. What do I need for the Magnum or the X Python? 357. So I'll have to snag that up real quick. And let's load up the QR22. I want to see that. Alright, so the QR22. Ooh, it's quiet. I like that. I like that a lot. So the QR22, guys. Another pistol. Down here at the deep death row. Hitting for 421. Man, I almost like that better than the Rhea. I like that. I like that speed, and I like the silence. Look at that. And I'm not using damage boost, guys. This is just how it goes. Very nice weapon. I would say this is probably my favorite so far. Just because I like the noise reduction. I don't want to deal with aggro. I'm trying to loot. Yeah, that's smooth. We'll finish this floor, and then we'll go barricade, and I will grab ammo. Probably should change my armor. Let's do that real quick. The QR-22 is nice. Yeah, I would say that's definitely my favorite. Let's go back to the Rhea. You can see that attack speed difference right there. Don't get me wrong, the Rhea does good. It's a great weapon. I just prefer attack speed. That was probably a little sketchy. Probably shouldn't have done that, but worked out. Yeah, the Rhea just hits hard. Has a nice mag size too. Alright, let's see if we can barricade up real quick. And we'll grab some ammo, we'll grab some health, and then we'll test out the X Python, and we will test out the crowd control weapons. So it's crazy. The amount of money you need to come down here with gear is not very much, guys. Alright, let's do this real quick. Let's withdraw, I don't know, 150,000. Trading. Let's get our... Okay. And now let's grab... What did we say we needed? 0.357. Oh, come on, guys. Oh, where's ammo? This is sad, but I'm about to do this. They don't even have it on here. 0.357. Oh yeah, they do. Well, we got ammo. Don't do that. Don't use credits. Just buy it off the marketplace. But I wanted to get it now so I could do this video. So anyway, X Python. We're gonna go give that a go, and we're also gonna be testing. We tested the X Python. It was okay. Or not X Python. The X AK-47. We're gonna try the Dusk minigun and see how that holds up. And we'll try the Dusk AR. Again, 700,000, 700,000. We'll see what that looks like here. Alright, so we are back. We have our X Python, we have our Dusk minigun, and we have the Dusk AR. We're going to go out, come back in, so the enemies respawn here. This is the X Python. So the X Python, again, doing just as well. So you can tell the Rhea hits harder, but the X Python does a decent job. Not bad. It's not too loud either. The X items, guys, are actually pretty solid. And I'm clearing fast. I mean, you guys can see I'm down here. I'm clearing the rooms. X Python's really not struggling. About 3 shots per kill. So again, it comes down to the user preference. You know, can you use the Dusk items? You know, here's... Let me go in my inventory real quick. You know, can you use the dust gear if you can? I would say probably prefer the dust gear, just because it's only $700,000. I want to try this real quick, just to give you another view of the Dusk Enforcer. I mean, that attack speed is just quick on the Dusk, so I would say go Dusk if you can, and if not, you guys will have to choose between the other pistols I just showed off. But yes, you can see it's very doable. I'm gonna go ahead and equip all of our machine guns here. So this is the Dusk minigun. And again, we're really not looking for kill speed, we're looking for knockback and survivability. But I think with the Dusk minigun, you're going to get both. I'm trying to get a little bit of aggro just to see what this looks like here. You know, if I had that 35% damage boost, it may look a little different. But you're able to kill with the Dusk minigun. Again, these are the hard enemies, right? I'm trying to get a lot of them. Let's try out this Dusk AR. Go up here and try to get some more aggro. The one thing about the Dusk AR is you can use the alt fire like this and loot with it, because it actually does a solid job. Look at that. You could come down here and loot, guys, with the Dusk AR, and then if you have aggro, switch over to fully automatic. Like this. The thing is, it's loud, so you are going to draw more attention. But it's just another way to save money. But yeah, she could come down here, pop your 35% boost, and probably survive a horde. You know, it's not going to be easy, you may die, but it's definitely doable. Again, this is the Dusk AR, and this is the Dusk minigun. And then we have the AK-47. If you don't have the Dust Shop, this is what I would recommend because of the knockback power. You know, I would say, preference, I would go with the Dusk minigun. Fire rate, damage, knockback, all that stuff. I would say the Dusk minigun. If you can't afford the Dusk minigun, or if you're not level 200, go with the XAK. And then I would also recommend the Dusk AR if you're on a penny, or if you're penny pinching. That way you can get a looting weapon and a horde weapon. But yeah, alright. Now let's go over a couple things here. Let me go back up. It's barricade. I don't know if I brought a barricade actually, guys. I did not. Alright, hang on. Hang tight. Alright, guys. So, let's talk about these weapons. So, the double shot. Again, all of these weapons worked in the hospital. No issues. The double shot is $350,000. You have the Dusk Enforcer. That is $700,000. Let's see here. Dusk Enforcer. Oh, sorry. $500,000, guys, for the Dusk Enforcer. We also had the Dusk AR and the Dusk minigun. So, the Dusk AR is $700,000. And the Dusk minigun is $700,000. So under $1 million for each of those. We have the QR22. Let's see how much this is. $7 million. We have the Rhea for 7 million. Then we have the X Python for 6 million. So again, the Obsidian, the X Python, and the Rhea, all about the same price. They all actually were very similar. You guys remember the differences. So it'll be up to you guys, you know, which ones you like. But yes, all three were just fine. And then we had our Dusk minigun for 700, Dusk AR for 700, and the X AK-47 if you're not level 200, and it's less than 3 million, guys. So again, there's your options. I used the Dusk Mesh, which again, if you come down here, Dusk Shop, let's see where we can find the Dusk Mesh. It is 700,000. It gives you that movement speed, and that's why I chose that. And again, very cheap. And then there's also, I don't know how much it costs. The Exterminator Mesh, no, that's not the one I'm thinking of. There's one. Oh, let me see here. There's an armor you can get that has like movement speed, but it's stronger. Exterminator Reactive, maybe? No. If you guys didn't get that Cryostorm Reactive, man, from the holiday event, it was very good. I thought there was a another armor that had movement speed. Not the Exile Mesh. Huh. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm thinking of the Exterminator Mesh XC. Let me see how much this is. Okay. So the Exterminator Mesh XC has 10% movement speed, guys. And it's only 8 million. So that's another option. I'd say it's a very good option, to be honest. There's 300 armor, where you have 350 on this. But I would say that extra 5% movement speed is worth it, guys. But again, it's 8 million. That's up to you guys. It was just something I was throwing out. But yeah, all this stuff is budget, guys. Not very expensive at all. And it's the pistol and the machine gun build. Again, we just did a shotgun and rifle build. Let me know if you like these videos. Let me know if they help. Hit that like button for me. Hit that subscribe button for me. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Join our Discord. It's 100% free. It does not cost you guys a dime. Link in description below. And thank you guys for watching. Truly appreciate you guys. Let me know if you guys have any ideas for future videos. And until next time, you guys stay safe out there. Peace.